Partha Chatterjee is now at the SSKM hospital undergoing his medical test. He will then be brought to the ED headquarters in Salt Lake, Kolkata. So Partha Chatterjee, who is a TMC minister, he was the former Minister of Education, current Minister of Industries and Commerce. He has been arrested currently. His aide, Partha Mukherjee, was found in the possession of over rupees 20 crores in cash. These were all wrapped in bundles. She was found in the possession of over 20 mobile phones, jewelry worth over 50 lakhs, and what the ED called some dubious documents. This is in connection to the SSC scam, which is this primary school education scam, where teachers who were actually qualified individuals were apparently forced to give bribes to those in the government to secure jobs. And big recoveries were made from Partha Chatterjee's aide, and following which his residence was also raided. During his testimony, he continued to be evasive. He said he was feeling unwell, and doctors were also called, but because the ED felt that he was being evasive and not answering their questions, he has been arrested, and now he has been taken to the hospital because he was complaining of uneasiness as well, and also because he's been arrested. His medical test will be taken right now. That is Partha Chatterjee on your screens right now, somebody who's been a long time aide of Mamata Banerjee, a minister very close to her. But the TMC now has totally distanced themselves from this ongoing raid. They say that these individuals will have to answer for themselves. Those are the visuals on your screen. He was taken from his residence, and we were told by our colleague Shogata Mukhopadhyay that it was a very circuitous route that Partha Chatterjee was being taken on, and now he's been taken to the hospital where he will be undergoing a medical test. Now, there have been multiple raids in connection to the SSC case. The ED started the raids on Friday, and these raids have lasted for over 24 hours. Now, we have Shogato live with us. Shogato, now we know where Partha Chatterjee was being taken. He's been taken, in fact, to the hospital for a medical test. But you were telling us that it was a very circuitous route that the ED has taken him through.
Well, of course, I mean, if the Enforcement Directorate had initially planned him to take him to the ESI hospital in Joka, that would have been, there is a direct route from Partha Chatterjee's residence, and it would have taken the convoy of the Enforcement Directorate officials to take half the time it had actually taken, to reach him to that hospital in Joka, which is in the outskirts of Kolkata. But having said that, it seems that the Enforcement Directorate officials were initially planning to take him to a central government hospital in Kolkata and not a state government hospital like the SSKM hospital, which we had initially, anticipated. Obviously, the idea, it seems, from the route that the Enforcement Directorate has taken, the initial idea was to take him to the Eastern Command Hospital in Kolkata in Alipur area, which is why the convoy took that route initially. But for some reason, they were not able to take him to the Eastern Command Hospital in Alipur, and as a result, they had to change their plans and take him to the ESI hospital in Joka, which is again another central government institution, which is why perhaps this convoluted route and so much of a confusion as to where Partha Chatterjee is being taken. Now, that case having been, those speculations have now been put to rest. So Partha Chatterjee is undergoing his medical test at the ESI hospital in Joka, in the outskirts of Kolkata. Incidentally, that hospital is very close to where Partha Mukherjee's residence is. The next question, of course, is where will Partha Chatterjee be produced? Which court? We will have to wait and watch. There is a possibility that he might be brought all the way to the City Sessions Court in Kolkata for production. Back to you.
Well, yes, indeed, Shogata, and we'll keep coming back to you for those updates. Thank you very